Start today's lecture. Good morning, all of you. Today we'll discuss some important point related to the networking. Because if you know the networking concept, like how will identify whether the IP is a public IP, private IP, which network is there, what's the role of bridge, router. So we'll get the idea, and it is used to host the VPC also, virtual private cloud. Without knowing the IP address, we cannot able to log in into the AWS system also. For that, we'll discuss today what is the IP, what are the types of IPs, what are the protocols are available, V6, V6 and V4. How will do, what is the private IP, how will access the public system by using public IP. We'll discuss about that. Okay. First of all, before starting the networking concept, must understand what is the concept of network and why we use. A network is a group of computer and computing devices connected together through the communication channel. That means a bunch of computers are interconnected with each other, called as a network. Networking devices. The computers are connected over the network may be located in the same geographical area or spread across the world. It is not mandatory कि एक ही रूम के अंदर ही कंप्यूटर होने चाहिए और उसके अंदर एक कनेक्टेड होने चाहिए. So we cannot say about that. I cannot able to say about that. But still, network is nothing but it is interconnected devices. Okay. So for example, let's say that. Get the idea regarding network. This one is a single PC called as an autonomous computer. Okay, so this is a single PC. Okay, so when we get the single PC or individual system called as autonomous computer, when the group of these are the computers, the group of computers interconnected with each other through some communication channel, then we can say that it is a network. Okay, so if you want to check the example, we can check by using laboratories. Okay, so in our college we have number of laboratories. Lab 1 is there, lab 2 is there, lab 7 is there, computer center is there, lab 4, 5, 6. So all the labs are connected with each other. Okay, so first of all, these computers interconnected with each other by using some communication protocol. We can say that communication devices. So we have bunch of communication devices. For example, bridge is there, router is there, hub is there, repeater is also there. We'll discuss what is the use of that. First of all, we'll understand what is a. So these are the computers. Okay, so these are the independent computers. They are not connected with each other. Then we can say that it is an autonomous computer. But if they are connected with some networking devices, okay, if they are connected with some networking devices, then we can say that it is a network. Okay, so I will define one more time definition. A network is nothing but interconnected computer with each other. Okay. A network is nothing but interconnected computers with each other by using some devices. Okay, by using some communication devices called as a network. So now these all computers are connected with each other by using Cat6 and Cat5 cable, and here they are connected with. Okay, so that means computer A can send the information to the computer B, or computer B can be sent the information computer C. Computer send information to the computer A, like that. So this is the overall about the computer. So this is the overall about the network. So what is the restriction of that network? The computer connected over the network may be located in the same geographical area. Okay, there are three types: LAN, local area network, MAN, metropolitan area network, and WAN, the wide area network. Okay, so these are the three types. We will discuss about that. What are the role of that three way, and after that we'll discuss about the topologies. How we'll connect the one computer with another way. Okay, there are star topology, bus topology, mesh topology. These topologies are also required to understand the concept of network. So a network used to allow the connected devices to communicate with each other. The main goal of the network, why we create the network. See, if we have an individual PC, individual computer or autonomous computer, then we cannot able to do the communication. Okay, so we can also say that that computer is not connected to the network. Okay, so that is an independent or autonomous computer. So the main purpose of network is allow the connected devices to communicate with each other. That means one in autonomous computer can communicate with another autonomous computer. And if they are communicating with each other, then we can say that it is a network. So enable multiple users to share the devices over the network. For example, assume that I have 5 computers and I want to use printer for my computer, and also I want to share my printer to the all computers. So what should I do? I will create a network after by using some LAN card or by using some LAN, by using some topologies, and after that I will install my printer on one PC, and after that I will share that PC with another computer. How is it possible? Because of network it is a possible. So that's why here we say that enable multiple user to share the devices. If we have one device and that will be installed on one single computer, so we can easily share that devices. Okay, easily we can share the devices on network, over the network, such a printer and scanner. So, for example, printer and scanner, we all know that printer is used to print the output, and scanner is used to scan the document or anything. Okay, so that's why we use the scanner. And if you want to share that, then we can do, but make a note of that. We can share on networks only. Okay, so assume that in one lab there is a printer and that installed on single PC, and in another lab we are accessing that PC. If it is a network, then it is a possible. If it is not network, then we cannot able to access it. Make a note of that. If you want to access the printer and scanner or any other devices that are shareable, that will be accessible on only network. Okay. And what is a network? Network is nothing but a group of computers interconnected with each other through some communication devices called as a network. So third point, it shares and manages information across the computer easily. ये share भी करता है और that information also manages. That means who took the scan, who prints the documents, like that. Such a type of information it can gather. Now, how the communication will be happen? See, if you want to perform some communication, then it's basically use the client server architecture. In that, client make a request and server get responsive there to the client request. Okay, similar way, one computer, how one computer will communicate with another computer. See, this one is the sender who sends the message, and this one is a receiver who receives the message. Okay, this one is a message, and this one is a medium. That means this one is a Cat6 cable, or we can say that any communication media. By using that, we can send the message. Okay, so here to perform a data communication, we need to understand the concept of protocol. Okay. A bunch of protocols are available. For example, FTP, file transfer protocol, HTTP, hypertext transfer protocol, HTTPS, hypertext transfer protocol, secure. Okay, SMTP, simple mail transfer protocol, MIME, IAMP, internal message access protocol. Like bunch of protocols are available. Okay, so that protocol is nothing but a set of rules that governs data communication. Okay, so we can say that protocol is nothing but semantic, or semantic is nothing but a bunch of rules. By using that, we can follow some standard SOP related procedure. Okay, standard operating procedure, we can say that if you want to send a one message to the client, if you want to send the message to the client, or if you want to receive some message from the server, like that stuff, how we'll do that? Okay, so for example, if you want to access the content of internet, it is a mandatory to use HTTP and HTTPS protocol. Okay, so later on we'll discuss what are these two protocols, but make a note of that. We require a protocol to perform a communication. Okay, so in that case, FTP is available. So if you want to perform some mail related, email related operation, then we have two protocols. SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol is there. Internet Message Access Protocol is there. After that, MIME protocol is there, and POP3 is useful. Okay, so these are the bunch of protocols by using that we can use to perform some email related operation. For example, if you want to send mail, then SMTP protocol is required. If you want to receive the mail, then POP3, okay, post office protocol is there. So like that stuff we need to understand. Okay, so make a note of that. If you want to perform some communication related tasks, then we require a protocol. Okay, so here I will specify some list of protocols so you will get some idea. So we have HTTP protocol. Okay. So it is used to hypertext transfer protocol to access the internet pages. Or I will show the short form only. After that, we'll discuss about that. HTTP hypertext transfer protocol. HTTP. HTTP. Yes. Okay. It's secure protocol. Just it will add the security to the web pages and web content pages. We have FTP protocol, file transfer protocol. We have SMTP protocol, simple mail transfer protocol, which is used to send the emails. We have POP3 protocol, post office protocol, which is used to receive the emails. Okay, and it will be stored in your directory, or we can say that allocated space. Okay, POP3 is also there. Yeah, MIME, multi-purpose mail extension protocol. Okay, so it is used to send attachments, sender, subject, like that stuff, subject, recipient, CC. After that, brief description, attachments. So by using that, this MIME protocol we need to use. After that, we have some called as SSH protocol. Okay, secure shell protocol is there. So these are the protocols by using that we can easily perform the operation. Okay, so that means what? These are the some protocols. That means some set of rules to operate SOP. Okay, it is a set of rule to operate as a SOP, standard operating procedures. So these rules we need to use. Okay. So that means if sender is one person and who sends the message, so by using which protocol they are sending the message, we need to specify. Okay. So if that person wants to send the message using HTTP protocol, so here we get the HTTP protocol whose port number is 80. Okay, port is nothing but the way where we can receive and send the information. Okay, so simply we can say that it is a door of your computer. Okay, so that term called as a port. If we are using a HTTPS protocol, then we can use 443 port number. Okay, like that stuff. If you want to use FTP 121 is there, SSH 22 is there. We'll discuss about that port numbers. So make a note of that. Simply, if you want to perform some communication between one or two or more computers. One computer is an independent computer. Okay. If you want to perform some communication on two or more computers, we need to use the protocol. And protocol is nothing but simply we can say that it is a semantic. It's rules and regulation to operate the SOP, standard operating procedures. Okay. So first of all, in the network also we need to understand what are the ways are available to communicate the devices. In that we have three ways: simplex, half duplex, and full duplex. Okay, we'll discuss about one by one. So for example, simplex is a one way of communication, in that only one way can communicate with other way. Okay, so simultaneously both way cannot be able to communicate, only one way is able to communicate. Okay, so the best example of simplex is one way communication, in that we have option of keyboard, we have option of printer, we have option of scanner, like that stuff. So keyboard always, make a note of that, keyboard always accept the input. That means it will perform only one way communication. Okay. So for example, here I'm doing C. Suppose I want to write some things. Suppose I want to write one message, hello, how are you? So I'm writing. So see, I will enter the text from the keyboard only. Okay. So it will send the information to the print operation. Okay, so here is a print page, and here I'm displaying the message, hello, how are you? Okay, so that type of communication is called as a simplex communication. That means it will perform only one way operation. Okay, so that one is a simplex. For example, someone wants to print the document, then that computer sends the request to the printer, and it will print the document. Okay, so when we send the request to the document, it will print the document, but printer does not respond to the user. Okay, so make a note of that. It will perform only one way communication, called as a simplex. Why we need to understand this network related concept? See, in future we need to perform AWS related tasks. In that case, we must understand what is a network, what is a simplex way, how will communicate with the duplex way, how will communicate with half duplex way, what are the properties. So we need to understand that concept. Okay, so it will show the message, utilize full strength channel. It utilize the full strength channel because only one way communication is there. Okay, so assume that like in previous year there is a kingdom, in that the king always make order to the peoples, their what we say, uh, their soldiers and their peoples. Okay, so that means the king always make a order. Okay, so like that simply way, it will perform only one way communication. It will not communicate other way. Okay, so that's why simplex is a very quite useful thing in networking. These all three are so important, so simplex is more important. Okay, so second one is a half duplex. In that section, half duplex means it can send and it can receive the information. That means one computer can send the request information to the another computer, and another computer is also send the and receive the information from the same computer. Okay, but see, when we perform half duplex, then it can send and receive, but not at the same time. Okay, same time पे send और receive नहीं होगा. Okay, for example, we have two computers. That we have two computers, they're connected with each other, each other. The first computer is a A, second computer is a B, and they are interconnected with network. Okay, so that means we can say that there is a network. Okay, so here A can send information to the B, and B can receive that information. This is a single task. Okay. A can send information. So this one is a task one. Task one. another task. We can send we can information we can also send the information to the A. Okay, so we can send information to and A receive that information, but not same time. But not same time. That means whenever computer A or autonomous computer A sends the information to the B, then B can receive that information only. B cannot respond to the A. Okay. If B can send information to the A, then A can receive that information. Okay, only because it is a two-way communication, send and receive. In that case, only it will perform the operation at different time. Okay, so it is not possible A is sending information to the B and B is receiving that information. Also, B is sending information to the A and A is also sending the information to the B. Always, as well as it will receive the information from the B. It will not perform the operation on half duplex. Okay, so the best example is a walkie-talkie. Had you heard about the walkie-talkie? I think all of you had heard about the walkie-talkie. In that walkie-talkie, sender, that means there are two walkie-talkies. Sender send the information. In that, when one person talk with another person, in that case, another person can receive the information. They cannot able to talk on two-way communication. Okay, by using mobile, we all know that mobile is an example of full duplex communication. In that one person can communicate that person with another person and also receive that information. That means there is a two-way communication, but in walkie-talkie there is only one-way communication. At one time one person can talk and one person can receive, or we can say that perform the receive operation. If another person can talk in by using a walkie-talkie, then the first person will receive the information only. That means he can listen the information about person B. Okay, the best example is a walkie-talkie. So that means it will not perform the two-way operation. Okay. So it will perform different two times operation, but at the same time they cannot perform two-way operation. Okay, so that term called as a half duplex. So example is walkie-talkie. So full capacity, one transmitting the data and second one is a receiving the data. ट्रांसफर करता है एंड सेकंड वाला उसे क्या करता है रिसीव करता है दैट्स इट ओके एंड थर्ड important type, see these are the most useful concept. So in future if you want to use the AWS, you must know the concept of this networking, and these are the most important concept. Okay, so third one is a full duplex. In that case, one person can communicate with other person at the same time. He can send and receive the data. So in the diagram, for example, we have computer A and computer B. In that case, A can send and receive the information. A can send the information to the B, and also A can receive the information from the B. Always B can send the information to the A, and B can receive the information from A. So this is the concept of full duplex, and best example of full duplex is nothing but mobile phone. Okay, so mobile phone का use आपको सभी को पता है. In that case, if you are communicate with another phone, in that case you can send the information. That means you can talk as well as you can listen also. Okay, so it will perform both operation. So does anyone have query regarding till that? Simplex, half duplex, and full duplex network related queries. Shall I proceed for the next? How many students are joined? Only 22 students are joining. मतलब regular के student भी join नहीं हुए हैं. So among that only 10 or 11 students are joined. Skip that part. Now we'll discuss about the next concept. So now we'll discuss the criteria of network. What are the some factors which will improve the performance, or we can say that improves the networking related concept. So next we will discuss about the networking criteria. In that we need to focus on the three types: performance, PRS, reliability, and security. P stands for performance, R stands for the reliability, and third one is the security. Okay. So performance is based on the transmit time and receive times. That means how fast we can send our information. It will be depend on the reads and writes of another computer, or we can say that same computer. So the performance will be increased by using some transmit time and receive time. What about reliability? Reliability is nothing but its ability to record from the failure time. Okay. So it is a reliable, we can say that if it is a reliable, it can accept the number of input from anyone, and we can say that it's still working. So that means we can say that it is a reliable. So simply reliable is nothing but its ability to recover from the failure time. And security is, we all know that, protecting from the unauthorized user. That means a user having invalid credential, or a user don't have some credentials. So we need to protect our system network by using unauthorized access of data and to damage the data. Ethical hacking का concept होता है security में, and we all know that if anyone grant a permission to access the network, that means that person can easily stolen your information. And in nowadays, in future, ethical hacking is the future. Okay, in that you will get a best jobs in with high package or high salary. Okay, because the main aspect of the networking is nothing but security. Okay, so if you have some confidential data, very useful data, and some unauthorized person access your data, then that means it is quite harmful for your company, or for the, can say that, organization also. For that, we need to take care of the security by using some valid credential, username and password, and any other bunch of options are available also. So in networking, for example, if you have our website TSCV, in that some ports are open, so it will be harmful for the website. Okay, only we need to activate HTTP and HTTPS ports only. Okay, so that ports will be open, and any other person can send the information by using HTTP and HTTPS. Okay, now we'll discuss about the topology. Just 1 minute. Let's check. Now we'll discuss about the topology. That means what are the ways are available to access the network or to create the network? How will create the network? What are the some advantages and disadvantages are available to perform or to create the network? Okay. See, the network topology is the semantic description of a network arrangement connecting various nodes, sender node and receiver node through the lines of connection. Network topology is the arrangement of nodes, usually switches. These are the networking devices. We'll discuss about that. What are the switches? What are the routers? Or some software which routes the features and connection in the network, often represents in graph. Okay. So we all know that what is a network. Network is a interconnected computers, or it is an interconnected computers with each other by using some networking devices, a group of interconnected computers like that, by using some networking devices like bridge, switch, hub, router. Okay, and it will specify the semantic description how we'll connect the network. So bunch of our topologies are available. For example, bus topology is available, network topology is available, ring topology is available, mesh topology is available. So these are the bunch of topologies are available. That means by using this way we can able to create the network. Also we have hybrid network is also there, and most of organization, most of companies are using a hybrid topology. Let's discuss one by one. So this one is a bus topology example. In that a single wire are used and the hosts are connected with that single wire. Okay, so the bus topology is very easy installation. ओके एक बहुत इजी इंस्टॉलेशन होता है. एक सिंगल बस लाइन होती है, उसको इंटरकनेक्टेड कंप्यूटर्स होते हैं. ओके, but best for the small network. It's a best example for the small network also. Okay, so due to short cable length, number of nodes are limited. ये केबल की लेंथ जो होती है वो शॉर्ट होती है और इसके अंदर नोड्स भी कम होते हैं. बस fails. If this bus a single line fails, entire network fails. Okay, if this line is fails, then entire nodes cannot able to communicate with each other. Okay, it is depend. So for example, if you have a small network, in that we are using a bus topology, that means limited computers can interconnected with each other, and if the single bus is failed, then we cannot able to communicate with one computer with another computer. Okay, but if it is not failed, it's working, then it is a very useful for the small networks who wants to create their own small networks. Okay, the main task is we need to create the network by using some standard procedures, and here is the example of bus topology. In that, when we connect our nodes with that bus topology, the first computer will communicate with second computer will communicate with third, and vice versa. Okay, but make a note of that in bus topology, if bus wire fails, bus cable is failed, then the entire network is failed. In that case, we cannot able to send and receive the message from one computer to the another computer. Make a note of that. This is an example of bus topology, and I think you already learned in the computer network chapter. Okay, so in that you already learn about the different types of topology, so we'll get some idea. So another example is a star topology. In that they are using a hub. Okay, so hub is a simply one device. So it is used to connect some different lines. Okay, so we can use here hub. So here a bunch of nodes are connected with that hub. Okay, so it is also called as a star topology. Okay, it's very simple. Failure of one device does not affect the network. So assume that these are the four computers are interconnected with each other by using a networking device called as a hub. In that case, these are computer 1, computer 2, computer 3 and computer 4. In that case, if computer 1 fails, it does not affect on 2, 3, 4. Okay, if computer 1 fails, that means computer 1 cannot send and receive the information, but computer 2, computer 3 and computer 4 can able to communicate with each other, make a note of that. So this is an example of star topology. So in our college or in any organization, they are using mostly star topology or hybrid topology only. No one is using a bus topology, mesh topology, because these are the different options. So it depends on only hub. If hub is working, then everything is working. For example, hub ही नहीं work कर रहा है, so entire communication will be filled. Okay, so this is an example of star communication. So that does not mean we can connect only 4 computers. We can connect m number of computers. Okay, so ऐसा कुछ restriction नहीं है कि हम only 4 computers ही connect कर पा रहे हैं. Okay, so make a note of that. Just if one device failed, then it does not affect on other devices. So first of all, we learn about the bus topology. Now we learn about star topology. Now we'll discuss about the next ring topology. See, in that it will perform the ring operation, okay, round operation. In that one computer is connected with another computer is connected with another computer is connected with next computer. So like that stuff called as a ring topology. And in that case, same, if one device fails, then it will affect on another device. See, these devices are interconnected devices. Okay, so for example, this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If one fails, then it cannot able to perform the communication using 2 and 3. If 2 and 3 is not able to communicate with each other, then 2 will not communicate with 1 and 3. Okay, similarly 5 will not communicate with 4 and 1. So that means the ring topology, no need of hub. It communication takes place through the nodes, and single node fails, entire network will be fail. If single network will be fail, अगर सिंगल नेटवर्क फेल होता है तो पूरा का पूरा एंटायर नेटवर्क भी यहाँ क्या हो जाता है, फेल हो जाता है. Okay, make a note of that. If single network fail, entire network will be okay. So bus topology and ring topology near about same. So अगर एक डिवाइस ही खराब हो जाता है तो पूरे का पूरा नेटवर्क ही डाउन हो जाता है. Okay, so we cannot able to send the information, we cannot able to send the data from one computer to another computer. Also we cannot able to receive the data from the another computer. Okay. After that, there is a mesh topology. In that topology, all computers are connected with each other. Okay. So for example, this one is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. First will be communicate with 2. First will be communicate with 3. First will communicate with 4, 5, 6, and 7. Also, second will communicate with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 3 will communicate with first 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4 will communicate with 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Like that stuff. Simply we can say that each device is interconnected with another device. So it is a very costly networking type. Okay, so यहाँ भी आपको switches की जरूरत नहीं है, routers की जरूरत नहीं है, but still it's costly. What is it is a dedicated link provided between each node. High transfer rate, data transfer rate इसका high रहेगा. Requires large company. Okay, requires large cabling. It's very expensive. Make a note of that. If we have a 20 computers, if we have a 20 computers, that means first computer will communicate with second, third, 4, 5, 6, 7, up to 20. Similarly, 20 will communicate with 1, 3, 4. So it required a large cabling, and it's quite expensive mesh topology. Okay. So more number of ports we required. If we have a single Ethernet card, then it is not possible. If you have a single card, then it is not possible because we are connecting with each other by using Ethernet card. Okay. So it is the most expensive topology in the networking, and they are not using anyone is not using that. So mostly it uses star topology, or simply we can say that they are uses hybrid topology. Most of the organizations. So this one is a hybrid. So in that there is a hub, and there's a number of nodes are connected with each other. Okay, so यहाँ different types of nodes हैं. Single line पे another nodes on single line, another nodes on single line. Okay, so for example in our college, so assume that I will give you the example of hybrid topology. So assume that this one is a server room, others are the departments. There is a CS department, there is an electrical department, there is electronics department, mechanical department, and one more is remaining, civil department. Okay. Computer, civil, mechanical, electrical, electronics. Okay. So they are interconnected. So in the computer department, a bunch of sub department is available, sub laboratories are available. Lab 1, Lab 2, Lab 3, Lab 4, Lab 5. Okay, by using this device. So like that, they are communicating like that. All the department can communicate with this. And each department have at least 2 laboratories. Each department have at least 2 laboratories. As in that this one is 1, this one 2. Each department have at least 2 laboratories. They are communicating with each other. Like that stuff, all the laboratories. Okay, so this one is a hybrid. So a combination of previous. Which are the previous? Bus topology, star topology, mesh topology, ring topology. These are the combination of all topology. Okay, so this is the overall about the topology. Why we use topology? एक अगर किसी ने क्वेश्चन पूछा to create a specific network, we use to topology. What are the types of topologies? First one is a bus topology, second one is a star topology, third one is a ring topology, fourth one is a mesh topology, and last one is a hybrid topology. So this is the overall about the topology. So if you have any query, let me know. So we'll discuss about that. Make our lecture will be interactive. So am I audible?
Yes, sir.
आज थियरी आहे म्हणून झोप तर येत नाहीये ना?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Does anyone have query regarding topologies concept? Or did you get that concept? It's quite theory, it's not usable, but ये प्रैक्टिकल जब परफॉर्म करोगे ना तो ये यूज लगता है इसका कि कैसे कम्युनिकेशन होता है like that stuff, and it's very useful for the AWS Amazon Web Services. Okay, if you want to perform some VPC related tasks, simply if you want to log in into the system, we require the networking concept. We at least must understand what is the difference between public IP and private IP. Can I able to access the private IP outside the world? Can I able to access the public IP inside the world? Like that. So let's discuss. So still now, does anyone have any query? Let me know.
Sir,
Yes.
सर ते रिंग टोपोलॉजी मध्ये समजा आता एक साइडचं कनेक्शन कट झालं तर लॉजिकली दुसऱ्या साइडचं कनेक्शन चालू पाहिजे ना, कारण ते
See,
चेन.
it's ring topology. For example, we all know that ring एक सर्कल होता है. In that, एक अगर डिवाइस निकल गया, we can say that half part is removed, तो उसे सर्कल नहीं कहा जाता, रिंग टोपोलॉजी नहीं कहा जाता. That means the computers cannot able to communicate with each other. See, ring topology is there. This one is the ring topology. if sender 1 wants to send the message to the sender 3. If computer 1 wants to message to the computer 3, so here T2 is there. If T2 fails, then we cannot able to send the message from sender 1 to sender 3. That means whole network will be down. Okay, so these are the media. That means अगर B5 को कुछ send करना है तो उसके पास दो ही option है. Either he can send the information through computer 1 or he can send the information to computer 3. If this line is broken, the entire network will be broken. We cannot able to send the data. Okay. So ये मेजरली यूज भी नहीं किया जाता है, बट एक इम्प्लीमेंट किया था, इन्वेंट किया था, इसलिए मैं बता रहा हूँ. मोस्टली ये यूज किया जाता है. सो इंस्टेड ऑफ हब they are using a switch. Okay, so hub mainly used to connect the two different lines. Here we can use the switch instead of that hub. Mostly यही यूज होता है. सी अब आप लेबोरेटरी में कभी देखते हो ना, तो वहाँ रैक लगे हैं. ओके, कॉर्नर में हर लाइब्रेरी की कॉर्नर में रैक्स है. And in that rack there is a switch. So वो switch क्या करता है, अदर कंप्यूटर्स को कनेक्ट करवाता है एक नेटवर्क क्रिएट करने के लिए, और दूसरे WAN पोर्ट से हम अदर लैब्स भी उसके साथ कम्युनिकेट कर सकते हैं. दैट मीन्स यू कैन एक्सेस डेटा फ्रॉम लैब 5 टू लैब 7. अगर डिस्टेंस भी ज्यादा है तो भी we can also access the data from KC knowledge center laboratories to the lab 7 or lab 4 lab 5 whatever it may be. Okay, so मेजरली यही यूज होता है स्टार टोपोलॉजी. ओके, बिकॉज इसके फेल्योर के चांसेस नहीं. फॉर एग्जांपल एक सिंगल कंप्यूटर भी फेल होता है तो इंडिविजुअल कंप्यूटर फेल होता है, पूरा नेटवर्क डाउन नहीं होता. ओके, ओम.
Yes, sir. I get it.
Any other questions? Okay, now we'll discuss about the categories of the network. So it's not so useful, but make a note of that. आपको पता होना चाहिए कि क्या नेटवर्क के टाइप्स. Okay, just 1 minute. Just before that, I want to ask one question. Does anyone knows what are the types of networks are available? आपका CN सब्जेक्ट हुआ है क्या, कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क्स? ओम.
हाँ सर, डिप्लोमा में हुआ
No,
था.
sir.
नहीं हुआ है. So diploma हुआ था. Okay, great. DSY student knows about that. So what are the types of network are available?
Sir,
Yes.
local area networks
Hmm.
and wide area networks, LAN and WAN.
पर्सनल एरिया नेटवर्क.
Anything else? The first one is a LAN. Okay, it is used for a single building, local area network. If you want to connect some bunch of computers in organization, in single organization, then we can use LAN network, local area network. Okay, if you want to communicate two cities, okay, then we can use MAN, metropolitan area network. And if you want to connect with world, okay, so for example, India wants to connect with America network and any other Russia, China like that network, then we can use wide area network. Okay, so सभी के limitations होते हैं. By using that, we can. So इतना quite harder ये नहीं है concept. Just याद रखना है. We are using a LAN network. Okay, but if you want to connect, if you want to connect the AWS, अभी AWS company कहाँ है? Different types of areas. लेक्चर मध्ये लावतो. 10:30 पाठव. 10 वाजता पाठव. Okay. So, for example, if you want to connect your nation with other nations, then we will use wide area network. Similarly, if you want to access the AWS, AWS कहाँ है? अदर नेशंस में है, उसके सब सेंटर्स हमारे नेशंस में भी है. So like that आप different options use कर सकते हैं. But mainly we have three options only: LAN, MAN and WAN. Okay. So why we use LAN? LAN is used for the local area network for single organization. MAN is used for the metropolitan area network. Okay. So it is used to connect two different cities, and WAN is wide area network. Okay. So in that section, it is used for worldwide web. Okay, wide area network. Sorry. So these are the examples. Let's took that. So see categories of network: LAN, privately owned network, limited distance connectivity. So ये बहुत important है. I will give one example. So if you want to create a LAN network, at most we require 150 feet maximum. Okay, that means if you want to connect two computers, then we have two options. Either we can connect that computer with LAN. In LAN, we have two options: Cat6 cable and Cat5 cable. Okay, most of the employee or most of the organization uses Cat6 cable. So हम Cat6 के साथ connect कर सकते हैं, but Cat6 के limitation होते हैं. When we create a LAN network, it requires only 150 meter. That means directly when we communicate to computers, that means 150 फीट के आगे नहीं होना चाहिए. अगर होता है तो फिर डेटा लॉसेस आना शुरू हो जाते हैं. ओके, सो फॉर दैट रीजन दे आर यूजिंग अ स्विचेस. ओके, सो वन कंप्यूटर को अनदर कंप्यूटर कनेक्ट करने के लिए वो स्विचेस यूज करते हैं. बाय यूजिंग दैट वी कैन क्रिएट द नेटवर्क. लिमिटेड डिस्टेंस एंड कनेक्टिविटी होता है यूज टू शेयर द रिसोर्सेस. मेनली लैंड टाइप यूज क्या होता है? रिसोर्सेस शेयर करने के लिए, रिपीटेडली जो रिसोर्सेस होते हैं वो यूज करने के लिए. फॉर एग्जांपल, in a particular lab there is a printer, so all nodes in that lab can access the printer. Okay, in particular college, for example, they have only one scanner, then all college can use the scanner if we have a network. Okay, so make a note of that. It is a privately owned network and limited distance connectivity. Similarly, WAN is there. WAN stands for wide area network. We'll discuss about that. It is a span of large geographical area. It consists of machines, hosts, connected by communication subnet and just subnet. We'll discuss about the subnet later on. थोड़ी देर बाद हम सबनेट के बारे में भी डिस्कस करने वाले हैं, आईपी एड्रेस के बारे में भी डिस्कस करने वाले हैं. We'll discuss about that. After that, hosts are owned by the user, subnet by the ISP. So ये concept में क्या होता है कि एरिया के अंदर, WAN के अंदर, there are number of host networks, or we can say that computers, so owned by the user and subnet by the ISP. ISP stands for Internet Service Provider. ISP क्या होता है? Internet Service Provider होता है. Okay, so work of subnet, it carries message from host to host. Subnet का task क्या होता है? It carries the message from host to host. So what is subnet? Transmission line and switching elements. It moves the bits. We all know that data will be transferred in the form of bits made of optical fiber, copper wire, radio waves. That means by using this way we can send the message. We can send the message from the optical fiber, OFC. Okay. We can send the message by using copper wire, that means Cat6 wire, Cat5 wire, and radio waves. Okay. So the main task of the subnet, it carry the message from host to host. Another message, it is used for switching element, specialized computer that connect three or more transmission line, so named as router. So we'll discuss about router also. Okay, so make a note of that. Just WAN is used for wide area network. If you want to create a bigger network, so then we can use WAN. So in that case, we'll discuss about that. Just ये इतना थोड़ा सा मालूम होना चाहिए कि how will do that, how will perform the operations WAN, LAN and MAN. Okay. See, so this is the example. So this one is the example. We have some bunch of hosts are available. Here 1, 2, 3 hosts. Here 1, 2, 3 hosts. Here 1, 2, 3. Here 1, 2, 3. So they are connected in the subnet. So subnet is nothing but it is used to carry the message only. Just make a note of that. It is used to carry the message. And the subnets are also connected with router. So router is used to route the data. Okay. So in particular port, it is used to create, it is used to route the data also. So yeah, this is an example of wide area network. In that LAN and other hosts are communicating with each other by using a subnet. Yeah, subnet का concept आता है, then we can say that it is a wide area network. So you will get the idea of subnet in the concept of IP address. जब हम IP address पढ़ेंगे तब आपको इसका concept समझ में आएगा. Okay. So right now just ignore it. नहीं समझ में आ रहा है तो समझ में आया तो well and good. So simply we can say that hosts are communicate with other hosts through router and subnet. Man is a metropolitan area network. It covers the entire city. So for example, TV network earlier and right now we have a dish TVs. Okay. So different types of vendors are available. By using that we can access the different channel like Sony, Star. So we can able to watch the movies, serials and some other shows. So this is an example of TV network area metropolitan. It is quietly designed for the single city. Okay, single city के लिए हम use करते हैं इसे. Now we'll discuss about the devices, hub, bridge, switch, and router. See, hub is used to connect two different lines. Okay, so assume that had you heard about the lease line? Okay, lease line is nothing but optical OFF or OFC, optical fiber cable lease line. In that case, assume that we have two different vendors. One is the BSNL, they provide 20 Mbps speed, and another is Airtel, they provide 30 Mbps speed. Okay, so here hub is used to connect the two networks. दो नेटवर्क को कनेक्ट करने के लिए हब यूज किया जाता है. ओके, सो सिमिलरली ब्रिज इज देयर, सॉरी सिंगल नेटवर्क के लिए हब यूज होता है एंड दो टू डिफरेंट नेटवर्क्स के लिए ब्रिज यूज किया जाता है. ओके, स्विच नंबर ऑफ कंप्यूटर्स को इंटरकनेक्ट करने के लिए यूज किया जाता है and router is used to transmit the information on particular port. Okay, so these are the some devices are available. Okay, ये normally होते हैं. So जैसे हम maximum जगह हम router and switches ही use किए जाते हैं. Most of companies में बड़े बड़े companies जहाँ होते हैं वहाँ bridges भी use किए जाते हैं. If they have 2 or 3 different lease line or 2 or 3 different networks, they are using a bridge. Okay, and hub is also there to connect the network. Now the most important chapter is we need to discuss about the IP address. These are the IP address. We have two options or for IP address. We have two protocols, IPv4 Internet Protocol version 4 and Internet Protocol version 6. So that means IP4, V4 and IPv6. Okay, इसके बारे में भी आपको पता होना चाहिए because nowadays both the protocol are using. What is the reason behind that? Because IPv4 produces least IP addresses, and we all know that in world there are near about 700 billion 700 million billion होता है billion, sorry, 700 billion peoples are there. So most of they are using the internet. So for that reason we have some limited IP addresses in IPv4. So now IANA organizations defines how we will use the IP addresses in IPv6. So it has a bunch of more IP addresses, so easily other devices can communicate with each other by using WAN, wide area network. So these are the two different protocols are available, IPv4 and IPv6. Let's check out. So IPv4 is a 32-bit address. Similarly, IPv6 is a 120-bit address. Okay, 128 28 bits and 32 bits means what? Let's discuss. 32 bits means 0 and 1, combination of 0 and 1 up to 32 bits. Okay, and the combination of binary 0 and 1 up to 128 bits. So ये 128 bit का होता है and IPv4 32 bit का होता है. Okay, it produce only 4.3 billion unique addresses, and we know that we have near about 700 billion population. ओके, सो अगर उन्होंने सब यूज करना भी डिसाइड कर लिया तो उनको आईपी एड्रेस चाहिए, बट अर्लियर few organizations are using internet, so in that case ये IPv4 ठीक था, but now lots of peoples are using lots of peoples are using the internet. In that case they are need to develop the IPv6 version, so इसलिए IPv6 version भी किया था develop. So for that, every person get the IP address and they can access the data from that IP address. The small history regarding the IPv4, IP version 4 and version 6. Okay, so right now, but most of the companies are using the IPv4 protocol because they don't know how to implement IPv6. Okay, let's discuss. These are the 5 different classes of IP addresses are available. Class A, Class B, Class C, Class D, Class E. Let's discuss. Okay, so 32-bit address is there. In IPv4, we all know that 32-bit address is there. This one is a first octet, this one is a second, third, and fourth. Okay, each octet contains 8 numbers. Okay, so 8 digits, we can say that numbers in the form of digits. That means it contains the combination of 0 and 1 up to 8. So that means this one is a 8, first octet is 8, second octet is also 8, third octet is a 8, and fourth octet is 8. That means 8 multiplied by 4. Okay, so when we multiply 8 by 4, we get the value as 32. And we all know that V4 is 32-bit address. Okay, IPv4 is a 32-bit address. Similarly, अगर IPv6 का कैलकुलेट करना पड़ता तो कितने बिट्स लगेंगे? We require to use 16 bit, 16 octet. Okay, so IP address के लिए 16 octet use करना पड़ता था. So similarly, what is a host ID and network ID? See, ये जो blue में दिख रहा है ना, that means we cannot able to change that ID. But जो host ID दिख रहा है ना, that means we can use to host the ID. अभी network ID में and host ID में क्या होता है? We can able to change the VMs, virtual machines और operating system हम host ID से change कर सकते हैं, but network ID फिक्स होता है. लेट्स डिस्कस, हम डिस्कस करेंगे क्या कैसे कैसे होता है. जस्ट आपको रेंजेस पता होने चाहिए एंड व्हाट आर द एड्रेसेस होना पता होना चाहिए. ओके, सो इन दैट सेक्शन हियर वी हैव class A, class B, class C, class D and class E. So make a note of that, we can use only ABC, we cannot able to use D and E. Okay, it is reserved for the some specific task. For example, class E is used for the future use, class D is used for the multicast address. Okay, so we can use only class A, class B, class C. अब इसमें डिफरेंस क्या होता है? फर्स्ट वन इज अ नेटवर्क आईडी एंड रेस्ट ऑफ द होस्ट आईडी. दैट मीन्स among the 32 bits we can able to change last 24 bits. Okay, 8 plus 8 plus 8. In class A we can able to change last 24 bit. 8 plus 8 16, 16 plus 8 24, but we cannot change the first ID. Similarly, in class B we cannot able to change first two ID. 8 plus 8 16 ID we cannot able to change, but we can able to change the last two IDs. In class C we cannot able to change these three IDs, but we can change the last 8-bit ID. Okay, let's start. We'll discuss about the public IP and private IP. So in that section IPv4 we have two options, public IP and private IP. Make a note of that. Public IP and private IP. Public IP is just used to it is used to connect the internet only. Public IP is used to connect internet only, whereas private IP is used for the internal communication. Now check out here, I will use well, I will specify what is my IP. What is my See, so this one is my IP address. Okay, ये IPv6 है. We अभी earlier हमने डिस्कस किया था कि IP एड्रेस अभी मिल रहे नहीं है हमें. So for that reason अभी IPv4 as well as IPv6 भी यूज किया जाता है. So this one is my IP address, IPv6 address. Okay, so यहाँ IPv6 की जगह आपको IPv4 भी मिलेगा, like 72, like 100, like 46 dot something like that. Okay. सो अब हम कमांड प्रॉम्प्ट पे जाते हैं. थोड़ा सा विंडोज है मेरे पास. I will be use ARP. See, so this is my local ID address. So this one is my private IP, 192.168.191.1. So 70.9. So these are my private IP address. Just make a note of that. कि public IP are used to connect from the internet, and if you want to perform the operation on local area network or internal communication, then we will use private IP. Okay, we cannot able to use from public IP. Okay, हम public IP तो use नहीं कर सकते, but we can use private IP. पब्लिक आईपी यूज करने के लिए आपको पे करना पड़ता है और इसके लिए ऑर्गेनाइजेशन यूज करती है. सो फॉर एग्जांपल आई एम यूजिंग द एयरटेल कार्ड और सिम कार्ड. So Airtel provider give me a public IP, and by using that public IP I can access the internet. Okay, so private IP कहाँ भी आप यूज कर सकते हो, but public IP के लिए we need to pay some amount or in the form of fees to the service provider. For example, BSNL is there. I will mute your. So for different types of service provider are there. So in Aurangabad, Sevanet is there, BSNL is there, Airtel is there, and Vodafone is there. So these are the different providers. So they can easily provide the public IP. But आपको पता होना चाहिए कि ये public IP है कि private IP है, and public IP की range कहाँ से start होती है, private IP की range कहाँ से start होती है. See, if you want to access the AWS instance, that means we need to connect from the internet. AWS instance क्या है, बॉम्बे में. मैं कहाँ से एक्सेस कर रहा हूँ, बीड डिस्ट्रिक्ट से एक्सेस कर रहा हूँ. तो ये डिस्टेंस बहुत ही ज्यादा है. फॉर एग्जांपल द डिस्टेंस इज 550 kilometers, and I want to access the instance from the Mumbai region. So how will connect that instance? So by using public IP I can connect the instance, but if you want to perform the operation, then we require a private IP. Let's discuss about that. And these are the ranges: public IP range and private IP range. See, these are the class A, class B, class C, class D, class E. आपको याद क्या रखना है? स्टार्टिंग नंबर एंड एंडिंग नंबर. So see, public IP start होता है 1000 से up to 126 तक स्टार्ट होता है. क्लास बी कहाँ से स्टार्ट होता है? 128 से 191 तक होता है. क्लास सी कहाँ से होता है? 192 से 2223 से होता है. क्लास डी 224 से 247 तक, एंड क्लास ई 248 से 255 तक होता है. ओके, इसे थोड़ा सा हम पेंट में या वी कैन से दैट नोटपैड से हम यूज करके देखते हैं. One by one we will discuss about that, so you will get the brief idea. See, we'll discuss about the class A IP. So it will start from 1.0.0.0. इसके अंदर आपको क्वेश्चन पूछा व्हाट इज अ होस्ट आईडी एंड नेटवर्क आईडी. सो द फर्स्ट पार्ट इज द नेटवर्क आईडी एंड लास्ट 3 पार्ट्स आर द होस्ट आईडी. ओके, सो ये कहाँ से कहाँ तक जाएगा? 126.255.255.255. इसे थोड़ा सा डिस्क्राइब करते हैं क्लास ए आईपी का. सो दिस वन इज अ पब्लिक रेंज. ओके, इसके अंदर प्राइवेट भी इंक्लूडेड है. विल डिस्कस लेटर अबाउट द प्राइवेट रेंज, बट मेक अ नोट ऑफ दैट. सो दिस वन इज अ क्लास ए आईपी. क्लास ए आईपी में अगर आपको स्टार्टिंग नंबर 1 to 126 दिखाई देता है, that means the first digit is started from 1 to 126, then definitely we can say that is a public IP. Now we need to understand how we'll identify whether it is a public IP or whether it is a private IP. Okay, except 10. अगर आपको स्टार्टिंग में 10 दिखाई देता है तो उसे हम प्राइवेट आईपी कहेंगे, प्राइवेट आईपी। बाकी रेस्ट ऑफ 1 2 3 5 6 अप टू 9 एंड 11 टू 126 दिखाई देता है तो आप उसे क्या कहेंगे, पब्लिक आईपी ही करेंगे। ओके, फॉर एग्जांपल सी 10.5 2.1.3 9. Okay, we can change last three digits. We already discussed about that in this section. In class A IP, first octet is not able to change, but last three octets can be changed. Okay, and we all know that. Okay, so these are the decimal numbers. We need to convert it into binary. Okay, so ये इसे बाइनरी में कन्वर्ट किया तो ये 4 डिजिट ही होंगे, इसे भी बाइनरी में कन्वर्ट किया तो 4 डिजिट ही होंगे, इसे भी बाइनरी में कन्वर्ट किया तो भी होंगे 4 ही होगा। सो अकॉर्डिंग टू द रूल, बाइनरी रूल 8 4 2 1, if you want to calculate the binary of 10, then 8 bit is used, so that's why here I will use 1, 4 is not used, so 0, 2 is used, is 1 and 0. So this one is a binary of 10 example. So that means we can convert it into binary. So these are the decimal number. So अगर आपको ये ऐसा दिखाई दे रहा है 11.2.4.9, so we can say that it is a class A public IP. Okay, let's take one another example. 121.1.1.222. Just we need to identify the starting number. इस केस में हमें starting number ही identify करना है कि ये 1 to 126 की रेंज में है क्या, except 10 number. Okay, अगर 10 नंबर दिखाई दे रहा है तो उसे क्लास ए प्राइवेट आईपी कहा जाता है, बाकी रेस्ट ऑफ को क्लास ए पब्लिक आईपी कहा जाता है। सी यहाँ क्या आएगा, क्लास ए पब्लिक, to another example 10.1.5.2, इसे क्या कहेंगे, so this one is a class A private. Another example 90.5.55.25.77. so ये पब्लिक आईपी है, प्राइवेट आईपी है क्लास ए का, answer is class A public. समझ में आ रहा है क्या? Did you get that?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So मुझे एग्जांपल बताओ, ये कौन सा क्लास का आईपी होगा? दूसरे क्लास का आईपी है?
क्लास ए प्राइवेट आईपी सर।
या क्लास ए प्राइवेट आईपी। सो मेक अ नोट ऑफ दैट। स्टार्टिंग नंबर कहाँ से स्टार्ट हो रहा है? स्टार्टिंग नंबर 1 to 126 है, दैट मीन्स इट इज अ क्लास ए आईपी। अगर नंबर 10 से स्टार्ट होता है तो प्राइवेट आईपी, और नंबर 1 to 9 एंड 11 to 126 से हो रहा है, देन इट इज अ पब्लिक आईपी। This is the overall about class A. Now I will discuss about class B. तीन क्लास के बारे में ही पढ़ना है। क्लास B, क्लास B स्टार्ट होता है 127 डॉट, यस 1 मिनट, 128 से होता है, 7 से नहीं, अप टू 191 तक। 27 dot, 1 minute, 128 28.0.2 191.255.255.255. So this one is a class B IP. Okay. तो इसके अंदर भी प्राइवेट आईपी की रेंज होती है. This one is a public IP, so you will write public. अगर स्टार्टिंग नंबर आपको 128 से 191 तक दिखाई देगा तो उसे हम क्लास बी आईपी कहेंगे. क्या कहेंगे? क्लास बी आईपी. ओके. और इसके अंदर प्राइवेट की रेंज होती है 172.16.0.0 to 172.31.255.255. दैट मीन्स 172 का अगर आईपी एड्रेस आपको दिखाई देता है, ओके, तो उसे हम प्राइवेट आईपी कहेंगे क्लास बी का. अप टू 172.16 टू 172.31 अगर दिखाई देता है इन बिटवीन दैट, then we can say that is a private IP of class B. Wait. IP of class B. So for example, let's take one example 128.5.1.9. ये क्या रहेगा? Public IP of class 172.17.0.11. ये पब्लिक है कि प्राइवेट है?
It is, sir.
See, starting number is 172 match, second number is a 16, 16 के बाद 17 आता है, 18 आता है, 19 आता है, up to 31, to 30, 16 से start up to 31. तो ये पब्लिक रहेगा कि प्राइवेट रहेगा? So ये रेंज के इन बिटवीन आ रहा है. That means it is a private IP. .32.32.55.11 public or private?
पब्लिक आईपी.
Private, sir.
Let's check out. Public or private?
Public,
IP,
sir.
So it is a public IP. Okay, so make a note of that, public and private IP. ये डॉक्यूमेंट में मैंने पूरे दिया है यहाँ. सी ये आईपी एड्रेस रेंजेस कहाँ से कहाँ होते हैं, प्राइवेट आईपी कहाँ से कहाँ होते हैं. सी यहाँ प्राइवेट आईपी की रेंज दिया है 172.16.0.0 टू 172.31.255.255. Okay, so now let's discuss with class C IP. क्लास C कहाँ से स्टार्ट होता है? 192 से 223 तक. C 92.0 92.0.0.0 to 192.55.255.25. यहाँ से स्टार्ट होता है पब्लिक आईपी. लास्ट डेट वाज 192, राइट? से यहाँ तक स्टार्ट होता है और इसके अंदर प्राइवेट आईपी की एक ही रेंज होती है 192.168.0.0 to 192.168.255.25. अगर आईपी एड्रेस 192.168 से स्टार्ट हो रहा है तो ही हम उसे प्राइवेट आईपी कहेंगे, अदरवाइज नहीं. प्राइवेट आईपी. लेट्स टेक एग्जांपल. रेंज कहाँ है? 192 से 223 के. ये रेंज है स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम 192 एंडिंग फ्रॉम 223. Let's take an example 221.11.5.1 public or private IP?
Public IP, sir.
Public IP of which class?
Class C, sir.
Yeah, this is the right answer. Public IP of class C. Let's take another example 192.167.1.1 public or private IP? Yes, specify.
Class C public, sir.
क्लास सी पब्लिक आईपी, इट इज नॉट प्राइवेट आईपी. प्राइवेट आईपी के लिए आपको दोनों बिट क्या चाहिए? 192 168, तो ही हम प्राइवेट आईपी कर सकते हैं. लाइक दैट 192 168 11 11 डॉट और 110.1 कुछ भी हो सकता है. सो इज इट पब्लिक आईपी और प्राइवेट आईपी?
Private IP, sir.
इट इज अ प्राइवेट
Public.
आईपी. नहीं नहीं, प्राइवेट. सी 192 168 दिखाई दे रहा है तो इट इज अ प्राइवेट आईपी, एंड 192 to 123 दिखाई दे रहा है तो इट इज अ पब्लिक आईपी, बट एक्सेप्ट 192.168. ओके, दैट मीन्स अगर आपको 192.168 दिखाई दे रहा है देन डेफिनेटली वी कैन से दैट इट इज अ प्राइवेट आईपी ऑफ सी टाइप. अगर 192.167 भी दिखाई दे रहा है देन इट इज अ पब्लिक आईपी, बिकॉज ये दोनों बिट मैच नहीं हो रहे. ओके, सो लेट्स क्विक द रेंज. थोड़ा सा एक बार रिवाइज कर देता एंड आफ्टर दैट विल क्लोज द सेशन. टुमारो विल डिस्कस अबाउट द लैटर बिकॉज ये थोड़ा सा हार्डर जा रहा है. क्लास ए पब्लिक आईपी के बारे में बात करते हैं हम. पब्लिक आईपी है, मैंने स्टिल आपको बताता हूँ 0.0.0 to 9.255.255.255. That means starting 255 लिखा है, that means what कि ये 0 से 255 के बीच में कुछ भी बिट हो सकते हैं. 0 से 255, 0 से 255, और ये स्टार्टिंग 1 से 9 तक. ओके, ये हो गया पब्लिक आईपी फॉर क्लास ए. आफ्टर दैट 11.0.0.0 to 11.0.0 to 126.255.255.255. सी इसके अंदर मैंने ना प्राइवेट आईपी लिया ही नहीं. सो पब्लिक आईपी ऑफ क्लास ए. Now let's discuss about the private IP of class A. Private IP of class A. Private IP of class A. So this one is a private IP. स्टार्ट होता है 10.0.0.0 से to 10.255.255.25. सो ये मैंने सेपरेट करके आपको बताया कि 1 to 9 एंड 11 to 126. ओनली 10 की सीरीज इसमें नहीं है. सो 10 दिखाई देता है तो इसे क्लास ए प्राइवेट आईपी हम कहेंगे. सिमिलरली लेट्स डू फॉर द क्लास बी. पब्लिक आईपी की रेंज क्लास बी के लिए 128.0.0.0 कितना है 191 डॉट. इसमें थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम है 172.15.255 प्लस 172.32.0.0 191.255.255.255. मतलब मैंने जस्ट प्राइवेट आईपी की जो रेंज है ना वो उसको माइनस कर दिया. प्राइवेट आईपी की जो रेंज है सब माइनस कर दिया. So let's check out private IP address for the class B. प्राइवेट आईपी एड्रेस कहाँ से स्टार्ट होते हैं हमारे 172.16। सो इसके अंदर 16 दिखाई दे रहा है क्या? नहीं है। 16.0.0.0 टू 172.31.0.255.25। सो इस रेंज के अंदर 120 से स्टार्ट होगा, अब 215 तक होगा 172.15, और फिर उसके बाद में 16 to 31 प्राइवेट रहेगा एंड 32 से फिर से पब्लिक हो जाएगा। ये रेंजेस याद रखना है आपको। दिस इज अबाउट क्लास बी। ये आपको नोट शेयर करता हूँ, आप सब देख लेना। आफ्टर दैट आई विल शेयर द वीडियो आल्सो। सो नाउ पब्लिक आईपी ऑफ क्लास सी कहाँ से स्टार्ट होता है? पब्लिक आईपी 192.0. 192.167.0.0 0 से स्टार्ट होगा, 90 से स्टार्ट होगा टिल 192.167.255.255, और फिर 168 को छोड़ना है हमें 192.169.0.0 कहाँ तक आएगा ये 223.255.255.25। इसमें हमने जस्ट प्राइवेट आईपी की रेंज जो होती है ना वो रिमूव कर दी, प्राइवेट आईपी की रेंज रिमूव कर दी। सो प्राइवेट आईपी ऑफ क्लास सी 192.168, जस्ट 192 और 168 जहाँ आता है, so ये प्राइवेट आईपी ऑफ क्लास सी कहाँ से आता है? 192.168.0.0 टू 192.168.255.25। सी ऊपर की रेंज में अगर देखते हो तो आपको जस्ट 192.168 ही मिसिंग दिखाई देगा। That means this one is a private IP of class C. ये आपको मैं WhatsApp पे एक बार डाल देता हूँ। This is about the IP address and also I will share the document also. मैं डॉक्यूमेंट भी आपको शेयर करता हूँ, so you will get the आपको थोड़ा सा स्टडी करने के लिए इजी जाएगा। Okay, so this is overall about the IP addresses, and after that we have some concept of network related command. So after the next AWS lecture we will cover that point. Okay, so if you want to find out the host name, if you want to find out the DSN data source name, if you want to find out the name server, if you want to find out the router, so like that, so we have some 5 to 6 command. So we'll discuss in AWS chapter how we will use that. Now for today यहाँ ये close कर देते हैं। Okay. If you have any query regarding that, let me know. We'll resolve that query, and after that we'll discuss about that. And from day after tomorrow, we will start the attendance for the first regular students also. So right now, today we will not conduct the attendance for the regular student. So I will create the attendance sheet today, and for day after tomorrow, we will conduct the attendance for the regular student. Just one minute.